Good evening and welcome to tonight's Northwest Suburban Conference Swimming and Diving Meet. The Coon Rapids Cardinals are hosting the Blaine Bengals. Blaine Bengals are coached by Reed Sherman, Marsha Ford, and Nick Johnson. The Bengal team captains are Brett Copeland, Darren Cronin, and Casey Portman. The Coon Rapids Cardinals are coached by Doug Donaldson, Quinn Holden, Matt Ollis, and Osa Schmidt. The Cardinal team captains are Alex Schmidt, Miles Kluger, and Patrick Schultz. The officials for tonight's meet are Sid Buffington and John Matheson. Blaine will be swimming in lanes 2, 4, 6, and 8, and Coon Rapids will compete in lanes 1, 3, 5, and 7. Please remember the athletes, coaches, and officials request that all spectators are quiet at all start times. All cell phones and electronic devices should be turned off or set on silent. Please no flash photography during swimming starts, relay takeoffs, and the diving competition. We wish the best of luck to all athletes, and we ask you to all rise at this time and join Alana Schnabel in our national anthem. Congratulating Alana Schnabel in the national anthem and also in celebration of her 18th birthday. Happy birthday, Alana.
So between talking about. On this side, it loosens. Watch your viewpoint. Watch that. Totally got that focus. So, let's always switch over to the other camera. You're bone.
I don't think it was my camera. It was the other camera.
Oh, was it?
It's camera 2.
Focus there, right there. Go all the way up.
We're ready to get underway with our first event this evening, the junior varsity heat of the 200 medley relay. Currently swimming in the water at lane 3 for Coon Rapids is Nick Leonard, Yahir Sanchez Silva, Kyle Woodward, and Ryan Breeden. In lane 4 for Blaine is Nicholas Anderson, Garrett Anderson, Chris Hass, and Sean Cronin. In lane 5 for Coon Rapids is Carter Robinson, Jordan Aho, Nate Larson, and Nathan Hansen. In lane 7 for Coon Rapids is Jason Zhu, Anthony Rother, Samuel Aridi, and Evan Barden.
School Pool for CTN's live coverage of boys high school swimming and diving. It's the face-off between the pool mates as they battle for supremacy in the building between the Cardinals and the Bengals. Joey Young, Howie Shapiro up above the action, and Howie, a lot of fun ahead of us tonight. We start with the 200 medley relay.
Yeah, always a little extra something when these two teams swim against each other.
For the Cardinals in lanes 3, 5, and 7, the home teams. Marcus Carrasco leading it off in lane 3. A nice addition, an exchange student coming in to help out the program.
Blaine has a very tough team. I talked to Coach Donaldson ahead of time, and he said we'll be competitive, but they're very good.
Tyler Schultz and Patrick Schultz. In lane 6 for Blaine, Brad Copeland.
A good battle at front between Tyler Schultz, or Andrew Trong for Coon Rapids, with Aiden Cleary on one side and Coon on the other. And Trong, at the midway point of this race, will have the lead for the Cardinals.
Yeah, because when he got in the water, Blaine had that lead. Did a nice job of making up some time.
Tyler Schultz, the 8th grader, who is such a big part of this team's points each and every meet. And he is able to stretch that lead through the butterfly portion of the race. Now about 3 lengths ahead of both Blaine teams on either side. So a great lead for Patrick Schultz, the senior captain, as he gets into the water.
Yeah, he's able to hit the wall with a really comfortable lead.
Chase Kicker trying to catch up.
He's not going to.
But just too big a lead. And Schultz will cruise to the win in 1:48.85.
Yeah, nice win for the Cardinals. Blaine's going to take second and third, but nonetheless, Cardinals getting the first event of the evening, getting a first place finish. Nice way for them to start.
We will take a short break. Coming up next, the 200 freestyle. You're watching live coverage of boys high school swimming and diving on CTN.
Planning the right amount of food is hard. The Guestimator makes it easy. Just tell it who's coming and what's for dinner. Then it tells you how much to make. And yes, it even plans for leftovers. Try it at SaveTheFood.com.
Completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma. I have a mentor, and she convinced me to continue my education. No one receives a diploma alone. If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, go get it. You can do it.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
7-6 lead for the Cardinals.
Yeah, nice. That we talked about a nice first place finish for that relay team. 200-yard medley.
Our next event is the varsity heat.
And we move to the 200 free 200 free set. For the Bengals, bottom to the top in the even lanes, Jack Bushinger, Brett Copeland, and Alex Nielsen. For the Cardinals, Marcus Carrasco, Tyler Schultz, and Kevin Struss. Kevin Struss all the way up at the top of your screen. Halfway through, the lead belongs to lane 4 and Brett Copeland.
Yeah, the Bengals have leads in their lane 4 and their lane 6 as well.
Alex Nielsen running second with Tyler Schultz nipping at his heels. Tyler Schultz, just an 8th grader, that both boys on either side of him seniors. And this will be a battle as Nielsen's pushing Copeland to the wall at the midway point.
Well, you know, we talk about all the time what youth there is on this Coon Rapids swimming and diving squad, and that, you know, it bodes well. These younger kids are right in the middle of it.
Schultz still in the race there for 3rd, trying to close that gap on Copeland just above him.
Yeah, he's definitely made up a little
Nielsen,
ground.
rather, a bit above him, and he's going to overtake him going to the final turn. Nielsen with the lead. Copeland with the lead, excuse me. And Schultz trying to track him down last length. And Copeland, or Schultz coming on strong.
I think he's going to do it.
Not going to be able to hold him off. A great finish for the 8th grader, and he does out-touch him for first place. Blaine will take 2nd, 3rd, and 4th places, but a great finish for the 8th grader Tyler Schultz to get the victory.
He saved some of that energy for the last couple of laps and did a really nice job of overtaking both swimmers from Blaine. Nice win for him.
A pretty impressive job of pacing himself to overtake the deficit and get the Cardinals another first place finish. We'll take a break. Be back with the 200 IM right after this.
Fast-paced family life in need of a slowdown?
Hello, I'm Dr. Spruce. Did you know all those green shapes on maps are parks and forests? It's true. Visit discovertheforest.org and plan to visit a park or forest near you, instead of just wondering what it would have been like.
While the word forest might make you think of distant lands from far, far away, please note parks and forests are closer than you think, which means things like beautiful scenery, fresh air, and family time are also closer than you think.
Logo's too big.
Currently in the water is the junior varsity heat of the 200 individual medley. in lane 2 is Alex Diasuco. In lane 3 is Jordan Aho. Lane 4 is Evan Volter. Lane 5 is Kieran Hubler. And lane 7 is Ryan Frieden. Here are your results of the 200 freestyle. In fifth place is Kevin Struck. In third place, Kevin Nielsen of Blaine. In second place, Brett Copeland of Blaine. And in first place, Tyler Schultz of Coon.
Back at Northdale Middle School pool. 15 all tie after 2 events.
Coon Rapids 15.
Coon Rapids first place in both events.
Our next event is
But a 2-3 finish for Blaine in the 200 free relay and a 2-3-4 finish for the Bengals in the second event, the 200 free. Now the 200 individual medley.
Yeah, nice way for the Cardinals to start this one out. They knew they're going to be in it. It's a tough match for them tonight, Blaine. They felt they could be competitive, but a nice way for them to start their first 2.
Cardinals have Andrew Trong, Matt Struess, and Brady Liminen in the water. For the Bengals, Jack Barr, Darren Cronin, and Casey Fortman. Struess with the lead in lane 5.
Currently in the water in lane 2
getting through the butterfly and into the backstroke.
Lane 5, Matthew Struess. Lane 6, Casey Fortman. And lane 7, Bradley Liminen.
Darren Cronin right in the middle in lane 4 for the Bengals.
There's a good race going between Andrew Trong of Coon Rapids and Casey Fortman in lane 6 for the Bengals in that number 3 spot too. As the two leaders start to pull away, Struss trying to keep his edge in the middle over Cronin. Cronin edging up in the breaststroke.
He's able to shorten the lead a little bit here.
Want a good side-by-side battle now down in lanes 2 and 3. As Jack Barr is on the hip of Trong down there, and they're all battling for that number 3 spot. These two are head and head. And Cronin with a slight lead as he gets towards the final transition into the freestyle. And he is...
Yeah, he's done a nice job of increasing it.
Stretching the lead.
He was behind at the last turn, but able to make it up.
Struss, just a freshman. And he is going to finish all alone in second place. Trong has caught up over the last couple of lengths and is now right on the heels of Struss. So Coon Rapids will grab the 2-3 finish, and the Bengals will take first, fourth, and fifth. And we will take a break. The Splash and Dash coming up next. You're watching live coverage of boys swimming and diving on CTN.
It appears these hot ashes are about to be dumped, which could possibly start a wildfire. How will Smokey deal with such a hot situation? The garden hose defense. Next, a thorough stir. Then another spray. And finally, feeling if the ashes are cool.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, yes, the selfie. A ritual practiced so frequently with this tribe, but not so much by Smokey Bear.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
What to expect when you're expecting a teenager.
Today we're talking about how to wake up your teen, and this works literally every time.
Good kisses. Good kisses.
You heard how loud
I heard. It wasn't you. Yeah. It was the...
Is that bacon?
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
145 over 92.
180 over 111.
I had a heart attack, a cardiac arrest, and then a stroke.
This is what high blood pressure looks like. You might not feel its symptoms, but the results from a heart attack or stroke are far from invisible or silent. Get back on your plan, or talk with your doctor to create an exercise, diet, and medication plan that works for you. Go to loweryourhbp.org.
If I would have followed a treatment plan, I would not be in this situation.
Currently in the water in lane 1 is Kyle Woodward, lane 2 Duncan Olson, lane 3 Nick Leonard, lane 4 Robert Navarretti, lane 5 Brandon Wilson, lane 6 Casey, and lane 7 is Jason Dew.
Back at Northdale Middle School pool, 50 freestyle up next. Blaine, the 1-4-5 finish to take their first lead at 24-22 after 3 events.
Joel Young, your favorite of all the events here, the 50 free.
Cardinals from top to bottom, Miles Kluger, Patrick Schultz, Alex Schmidt, and Sarwin White. For the Bengals, Logan Bagel in lane 6, Reese Wilson in 4, and Mindone in lane 2. It's a 1-2 finish for the Bengals. Pretty clearly as Logan Bagel gets the first place, Reese Wilson in second. Patrick Schultz will take third for the Cardinals. Fourth place, Alex Schmidt. And fifth place goes to Sarwin White. So the Cardinals grab 3 places. Continue to hold on close. We'll take a break. Diving coming up next on CTN.
Your son wants to get a cat, but you're allergic. Do you A, prepare yourself, B, make the best of it,
C squared equals
25.
Good job.
or C, find a loophole? When it comes to parenting, there are no perfect answers, but that's okay, because you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Teens in foster care will love you just the same.
I want the customer or the citizen to come in and enjoy what we have to offer. Most people that come into the facility are kind of taken back by it right away. They just think it's a beautiful facility.
We want to provide a fun environment for skaters to learn basic skills.
We love it. All of the skating instructors and coaches here are just great to work with, great with the kids.
Well, I like spins a lot.
I really enjoy the first few weeks of classes. We get so many beginners and they come out that first week and they're crawling on the ice and they're not able to stand, and by that second or third week they're all standing, they're all moving, they're getting across the ice, they have great smiles on their face. It's really a fun time to watch those new beginners.
The facility gets used for birthday parties quite often. We've had everything from wedding showers to family Christmases to baby showers and business meetings. When you come in, it really is kind of a welcoming atmosphere, and it provides I think it provides a good opportunity for kids to come in and learn.
It's just a great place to skate.
Hi there, I'm Officer Harmoning, and this is Crime Prevention in 60 Seconds. Today we're going to talk about yielding to emergency vehicles. State law requires drivers to move over immediately when emergency vehicles approach. Specifically, drivers should move to the right edge or curb of the roadway and remain stopped until the emergency vehicle passes. So often our officers have seen drivers slam on their brakes, hesitate, and or move to the left side of the roadway when we approach with our lights activated. We've also encountered those folks that pull to the right side but drive at slower speeds on the shoulder. All these situations cause our officers to have to react quickly when driving at higher rates of speed. The following video is a good example on the appropriate action a driver should take in this situation. The marked squad car has the emergency lights activated and is approaching the vehicle. The driver sees the squad and quickly and safely pulls the vehicle to the right side of the road and stops, waiting for the squad to pass. That's it for now, and until next time, remember that together we can make a difference.
What are you, superheroes?
Just four brothers who hate bullies and love this city. Gear up, guys.
Fancy pants peanut butter? A big screen television? You haven't even bought a sofa yet. A motorcycle? When your father finds out, he's gonna flip his shoes with 2 buckles? What do you even need 2 buckles for? Mr. Big Shot, buying whiskey shots for everybody in the bar. From the looks of it, I'd say nobody even remembers. Feed the pig.
The Coon Rapids Recycling Center can help you recycle all of your old appliances and electronics. From your old refrigerator to washers and dryers, we can help you recycle your appliances and keep them out of the waste stream, which is required by state law. When it comes to electronics, some fees may apply. Check our website for more details. The Coon Rapids Recycling Center, helping you recycle even more.
Green hat, red hat, oops. Red shirt, blue shirt, yellow shirt, oops. Yellow pants, red pants, green pants, oops.
How can I help my daughter with her reading?
Searching for help with Dachshund reading.
No.
Let me try. Sarah's bright, but when she's reading, she has trouble sounding out words.
Playing world music.
What?
I give up.
Wait, I was trying to show you how Sarah feels every day. Frustrating, isn't it? Redirecting to understood.org.
Join parents and experts at understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues to help your child thrive.
Did you know dragging chains can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. You're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Yeah, I saw that coming. That will throw you off track. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Let's try this again. Smart move. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Looking for a new home? Come to Coon Rapids. Down payment assistance is available from the Mortgage Assistance Foundation when you purchase your new home with an FHA 203K mortgage. Any single-family home in need of renovation or rehab can qualify. Find out more today. Call 763-767-6422 or visit the city's website.
We love our new home.
Jimmy can't sing, and Tommy can't dance. So we're gonna put some ants in their pants. Aww.
Kids will spend 22 minutes watching us, the super duper party troopers, sing about ants in their pants.
Isn't that funny? Ants in their pants, they've got ants in their pants, they've got ants in their pants.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes, twice a day. They have the time.
Mom, can we get some ice cream?
Please, Mom, please.
No, we're having dinner soon.
Please.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just as you are.
So, I just moved in with this family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that. That's disgusting. Oh, poop already. You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
Pretty much a good day for me would be people leaving their hands off of me. I'm always called names. Everywhere that I go, there's always someone calling me names, calling me gay. I've been choked, thrown up against a wall, punched. Nobody's ever tried to help me.
Oh, sweetheart. Can I give you a hand?
No thanks, Dad. I got it.
Okay. I'm gonna go fix the lamp in your room.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just as you are.
I know, 2 seconds. Hang on, just stand still. Stand still. One second. Boys, hang on, boys!
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just as you are.
Green hat. Red hat. Oops. Red shirt. Blue shirt. Yellow shirt. Oops. red pants, green pants. Oops.
Back at North End Middle School pool, ready to start with diving. Nick Leonard, the first competitor of the evening. And I think we have special guest Doug Donaldson, coach of the Cardinals, with us.
Am I here? No, not here.
No, still not here.
No.
I still have Shapiro.
I am here.
I have Shapiro.
You are here. There is. We have a plethora of dives here tonight. 13 divers in total.
Tommy Bellamy with a tuck dive to start the evening as well.
Score is 12.6.
Scores at 12.6.
Forward dive tuck 1.2.
Blaine's first diver, is Court Chido. Also front dive in the tuck position. Great height.
A nice entry in
and
the water.
Good explosion.
Got
18
3.5
points.
Score is 18. Our next
Test,
diver is
test. No,
Jack,
still not.
Number 101C, forward dive tuck 1.2.
I'm being told we can hear
Yes,
you on air.
So
Doug.
that's really all that matters. So.
Oh, interesting.
So
okay.
just feel free to say whatever you want.
Hear you. So you, even though you can't hear yourself, they'll figure that part out.
Wow. All right.
It's a good thing you're in the middle. You can keep up with us, hopefully.
I can hear you on both sides, yeah.
Score is 9. Just a reminder, spectators.
2.5, a 2, and a 3 across the board.
For our diving competition.
I think they're talking to us.
Yes, I think they are.
That was us.
Sorry. First dive.
1.2.
They're getting through them quick, which is good because there's a lot of them. Eli Zatukny, also a forward dive tuck, 13.8.
This is the forward week, so you're going to see a lot of forward dive tucks. Yeah.
Looks like just most of the first 7 guys are all doing that as their first dive. That was Quentin Vo for Coon Rapids.
He's going to score a couple of 3s and a 2.5.
Score is 10.2.
And so far, the leader was Court Chido, the first diver of the night for Blaine. Liam Bowman on the board now.
Doug, you have to be happy about the way your squad started here today.
Yeah, very happy. Look, definitely, it was a good start, so we're happy about it. The officials missed a DQ, which would have put us about 2 points ahead, but yeah. Blaine's B medley relay DQ'd on the first leg. The guy went past the DQ line underwater on the backstroke, came up with the flags, which is a disqualification, but the officials didn't catch it. So instead of winning that event 10-4, we only won it 8-6. So that's a big difference in points.
Gotcha. Nice score from that last dive.
Timothy Rotter, really pretty. Forward 1.5 in the pike, 28.05.
Our next diver is Callan with 103C, forward 1.5 somersault, tuck 1.6.
And now Talon Miller. One and a half, a little over rotation, didn't quite get out of it as well as he would have liked.
Score is
Talon's a sophomore. He swam last year for us. He actually started diving over winter break. So he's learned 11 dives in like about 3 weeks. It's pretty incredible. So.
That's a very nice 1.5 in the pike position, 31.45.
Accordingly, 7, a 6, 2, and a 5.5. A nice entry into the water.
Your numbers have exploded, and that has got to feel great. A nice addition right here, the freshman Jack Simmer, leading the diving squad so far. Forward 1.5 in the pike position. And a 30.6.
Yeah, we had 24 guys last year. We're up to 36 this year. So that is an explosion. Yeah, 12 more than last year. That's huge.
And a lot of young guys.
A lot of young guys.
Logan Stiles for the Bengals. Forward 1.5 in the pike position. And he nails it to take the lead at 34.
Yeah, nice score, 7 and 2 6.5.
Logan steadily improved over the years, keeps getting better.
Nick Leonard, a back dive in the straight position. A little distance from the board, but kept his body straight. 33.45 his combined score. 17.85 for the dive, and that'll bring up Tommy Bellamy. Also the back dive, and also able to keep his body good and tight. Kept his form all the way.
Just a 7th grader. Just a 7th grader.
Forward 1.5 somersault, tuck 1.6.
Court Chido, 1.5 somersault in the tuck position. He started with a really nice tuck dive, and he's off to a good start on the evening.
Inward dive tuck 1.4.
Yeah, it's we got the
there he
is.
is.
We're back.
Welcome.
It's magic voice, Doug Donaldson.
Jack Carey and inward. And you talk about a lot of these guys being brand new to diving. To put an inward dive in.
Yeah,
we've talked about it before. They scare me.
All seven of these guys, it's their first year diving. So they're learning a lot.
Eli Zatukny, a front somersault tuck position.
Got 4.5s across the board. Well, Coach, who's the diver that, maybe weren't sure who was going to be, have some quality dives and has kind of surprised you the most so far this season?
I would say Talon Miller, because he swam all last season, didn't know. We didn't know that he even had that in him, and then over Christmas break, we just, we said, okay, all right, anyone who wants to try diving, go ahead and try it, and he got up on the board, and within 2 practices, he already knew 4 or 5 dives.
That's great.
Yeah, it was great.
Kieran Hubler backs out to the end of the board. Inward dive in the tuck position, away from the board. But yeah, you talk about it. These are 7 guys diving midway through the season that didn't dive for you at all last year.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. Our coaches have done a really nice job getting these guys up to speed. So we're very happy about that.
Inward dive in the pike position for Tim Routers, 6s and a 6.5.
And then also the line of flexibility that these guys give us, being a lot of them started out swimming, so they know how to swim. So we can put them in swimming and they can dive. They're contributing in 4 events for us, so that's good.
Talon inward dive.
Nice dive.
Score is 20.3. Next
You can get 5.5 and 2 4.5s.
Somersault tuck 2.2.
Double forward somersault in the tuck position. Big spray at the end, but it's a lot of rotation.
He did have a lot of rotation, and I thought he was going to score a little higher.
He's a diver that's made a lot of improvement for Blaine too. They've really been working hard. You can see that they're definitely getting better. So that's good for them.
Pretty nice looking dive for Jack Simmer.
Yeah, he got some
full
height on that as well.
somersault, full twist.
He joined the team with some gymnastics experience, so he knows how to put everything on his feet, but he's trying to learn how to put it on his head. Because if you're in gymnastics, you don't want to put anything on your head.
Yes.
That
wouldn't be
can
good.
imagine.
That would not be good.
Yeah, I've known Jack since he was about 7 or 8. He's laughing down there listening to it.
Well, Joe, you're talking a little loud during the diving. I think you gotta watch it just a bit.
Score is 37.8. Begin round 3 with Nick and dive number 5211.
They're moving too fast for me. Nick Leonard.
1.8.
They're getting through it.
Leonard back dive, half twist.
Score is 19.
To score a little lower, I don't think he got the entry into the water he wanted.
He's a little far out too. When they're, about 3 yards away from the board, that you get a little bit lower scores. So.
Tommy Bellamy, his last dive of the night. He's just going to get 3 in, but
Next diver is Court with 201A, back dive straight, 1.7.
Court Chido, a couple of nice dives so far. Now back dive in the straight position.
Score is 23.8. Next diver is Jack with 102C, forward 1 somersault tuck, 1.4.
Jack Carey for the Cardinals, forward somersault.
Jack, just a freshman for us. Another of those guys that started out swimming and said, hey, I want to try diving. He said, oh, okay. And,
you know, with all the youth on your squad, it's great because they get all this varsity experience at a young age and able to improve their skills.
Well, and I don't remember the last time we've had enough divers to fill both varsity and JV. So that's fun.
Eli's the tuck knee a little far over, came down kind of flat, but I want to say the first couple of meets, didn't you only enter 3, maybe 4 divers?
Yeah,
and now you have 7 here tonight?
Yeah, we grew mid-season in the diving department. We actually had just one Saturday practice. We said, all right, anyone who wants to try diving, go ahead. And there was like 20 guys trying to dive. I think they didn't want to swim that day.
Quentin Vo up next for the Cardinals.
Quentin's a guy that started out swimming, and we get in the gym, and we realize he can jump out of the gym. He has like a 26-inch vertical. So we said, well,
why don't you be a diver?
Yeah, why don't you be a diver? You'd be probably better as a diver.
Liam Bowman, an inward dive, tuck position.
18.9. Next diver is Kieran with 402C, inward 1 somersault tuck, 1.6.
Kieran Hubler, inward somersault.
But Kieran, he's a fantastic athlete. It's just his biggest thing is just trying to harness all that athletic ability and put it into the dives. He's a pretty good swimmer too, so you know we kind of go both ways on that.
Didn't get the dive he wanted.
Right.
Timmy Rotter for Blaine, a inward 1.5. He got all the way around, but not quite able to open up.
Go back to the tapes from last year, though, and you'll see. I mean, Tim's made a lot of improvement from even when we were here last year.
Dallin Miller, a reverse dive in the tuck position. A lot of distance. He's got power.
He's athletic too. You know, he going under 30 in the 50 free, so he's got some ability there. But he's just keeps getting better every week. It's fun to watch.
Chris Hess, backward somersault tuck position.
Score is 20.25. Next diver is Jack with
Now Jack Simmer,
inward dive height 1.5.
second place coming into round 3. Inward dive in the tuck position. He definitely has nice control of his body in the air.
Yeah, he's going to score well, too.
Yeah, he's diving well tonight. His list is a little bit lower in DD, so he's got to have some better scores. He's going to try to fight with Logan here for first place.
Come on, bud.
Logan leading the way going to the 3rd round. Back 1.5 and really pretty dive.
Yeah, that really was.
Good rotation, high arc. He shakes his head a little bit. A little far away from the board, maybe, but very pretty dive.
Divers are so hard on themselves, you know.
Back to the top of the order, Nick Leonard's last dive of the evening, an inward dive in the tuck position. And again, very scary to come back towards that.
You know, he struggled to get that dive hands first. And he just, you try to tell him, but it's hard. I mean, yeah, like you said, John, going back to the board, your face is going right towards it. I mean, it's not easy.
Not for the faint of heart.
No.
Corchito, an inward dive in the tuck position. Very well done.
Score is 22.4. Next diver is Jack with 201C, back dive tuck 1.5.
Last dive of the night now for Jack Carey of Coon Rapids. Didn't get the height he needed off the board,
no.
But
Score is 11.
He almost had it, just didn't quite hold the tuck long enough.
Next diver is Eli.
Flattened out.
302C, reverse 1 somersault tuck.
And then gravity is not your friend.
Eli's a tuck knee, a reverse somersault in the tuck position.
Score is 20.8. Next diver is Quinton with 201A.
This would be a record for how quickly he went from approach to dive to out of the water.
It is moving along fairly quickly.
Back dive, straight position, long way from the board.
But he can jump.
Yeah, you mentioned that.
He can jump.
He's definitely showing that.
Just jumping out instead of up. Once he figures that out, I think he's going to be just fine.
Now Liam Bowman for Blaine. Reverse dive, tuck position.
Score is 13.6. Next diver is Kieran with 201A, back dive straight 1.7.
Let's see if he can put this on his hands nice and straight in. He's done it a couple times.
Pretty good arc.
A little bit of a twist at the end. Probably a little bit too far away from the board. That's why I see the 3, 3.5, 4. But yeah, it's got to get a little closer to the board and we get a little bit higher scores than that.
It's definitely a fan favorite, Timothy. That was a really pretty dive.
That was good.
Up,
a pretty good
straight.
score as well.
Just continue to see that improvement out of Timothy. Yeah. I think that's why he's a fan favorite. People know where he came from, you know, in terms of diving. Now he's where he is.
Give him the thumbs up.
Yeah.
The reverse somersault, nicely done by Talon Miller.
Yeah, able to keep control and a nice entry into the water.
Get some good scores on that. 4.5, 5, 4. Still a little bit too far away from the board. You can see if you're to the end of those red and white lane lines, then you're probably too far away from the board.
Chris Hess with a reverse somersault in the tuck position. Scored a 4.5, 5, and a 6.
Yeah, he scored well on that.
Next diver is Jack with 104C, forward 2 somersaults.
This dive was really well executed. Still probably a little bit too far away, but it's being picky.
Jack Simmer, a very pretty front double.
Simmer can do it. He's done that from day one. He can just rip that around and really land that dive.
And he's got to be happy with that one.
35 points on that dive. That's a good one. He's okay with it. He shrugged his shoulders a little bit. Yeah, that's right.
Inward 1.5 in the tuck.
That's a
for Logan
huge
Stiles,
shot.
and he nailed it.
Oh, he scored well.
Look at that. Yeah, 40-pointer.
6.5, 2 sixes.
With court and dive number 102C, forward 1 somersault tuck, 1.4.
Back to the top of the order for Court Chido. Forward somersault and got his body straight, a little over rotation at the end, but
I think he did a 1.5 earlier, so it explains a little bit. You know, you get a little bit of excitement going through a little bit of adrenaline. You get up there and over rotate a little bit.
he lies the tuck knee, a back somersault.
Score is 15.75. Next diver is Quinton with 5211A, back dive half twist straight, 1.8.
Couldn't vote his last dive of the evening. Back dive, half twist. Again, lots of leg strength.
He's got the jumps, man. He's got the hops. He just, you know, we got to get it under control.
Work on that technique.
Yeah.
Go up.
But, you know, he's really only started, he's only been diving for about 4 weeks. So, you know,
that's impressive.
Yeah.
Reverse somersault in the tuck position for Liam Bowman.
Score is 17.6. Next diver is Kieran with 52.11.8. Back dive, half twist straight, 1.8.
And that's common, especially you talk about how new all these guys are to the sport. You want to get as far away from that board as possible.
But not too far away.
Yeah.
Timmy Rotter entered the 5th round in 3rd place. And another solid dive.
Score is 19.2. Next up is Talon with 202.80. Back one somersault straight, 1.7.
Back somersault, straight position. Got twisted a little bit.
That already looks better than last week when we were at Maple Grove. So fun to see him making improvements.
2.2.
Inward 1.5 for Chris Hess. He got pretty straight, 26.4.
That dive is all about the degree of difficulty. You get that 2.2 multiplier on that score. You can score 4s and 3s and get, you know, a pretty good score on the dive. So
Jack Simmer, 1.5. Back somersault with a half twist, free position, and does a nice job with that dive as well.
Score is 26.35.
he's doing well tonight.
Diver is Logan with
Definitely diving
51.32
really well tonight.
Forward 1.5 somersault, 1 twist free, 2.2.
Logan Stiles crushing the competition coming into dive number 5. Front 1.5.
Boy, that was pretty.
With a full twist in the free position.
Well.
He stuck it.
Logan definitely the most experienced diver in the competition. I think he's been around his 4th or 5th year on the team. So
Forward 1 somersault, half twist free, 1.7.
not surprising that he's in the lead.
Porchito finishes with a 119.25.
Next diver is Eli with 51.21D. Forward 1 somersault, half twist free, 1.7. Eli
Eli Zatukny with a front somersault half twist.
Score
gets over 100.
Next diver is Liam with 202C, back one somersault tuck, 1.5.
Back somersault for Liam Bowman to finish. You know, Styles having a very nice night. And we saw Egolf Jensen set the school record when we were here in the fall. Thought maybe, I don't think he's quite going to get there though. Kieran Hubler with a reverse dive tuck position.
Logan's having a nice night. Definitely looks like he's going to break 200, which I think is the first or second time this year, so it'd be good for him to do that. For Blaine.
1.9.
Front dive, full somersault, full twist, free position. Finishes just under 150.
Hear the crowd groan.
Our next diver is Callan.
Well, he groaned a little bit himself.
Yeah. 150 is the lettering score for us, so I don't know what Blaine's is, but it's got to be pretty close to that.
Talon Miller, the back somersault half twist.
He
didn't quite get the twist in. He got into the somersault and then he was trying to go one way and then realized he needed to twist the other way and ran out of time.
Front somersault, full twist, free position for Chris Hess to finish. A 158.10.
It's a good score.
Back two somersaults, tuck, 2.2.
Looks like Blaine's going to finish first, third, and fourth here. I was gonna say I might have jinxed it. If he could get it around, I don't know if they're gonna score that.
Simmer back double.
Okay, just enough.
Just enough.
Next diver is Logan with 105C, forward 2.5 somersaults, tuck, 2.4.
It's gonna be fun.
Feet hit first.
2.5 somersaults. It's gonna be a fun one to watch, boys.
Lot of rotation, and he nailed it. Feet came apart just a bit at the end, you know, but he got fully open before he hit the water.
I'm more impressed by it. I think he did that without. I don't think he cowboyed, which is where you pull your knees apart to really get over. Yeah, he's just stayed in a tuck position that whole way through, which usually you have to cowboy your knees open to get a tighter tuck. And he did that just in a tuck position. That was impressive.
A 229.10 for him to finish the evening. And as you mentioned, Blaine finishes 1-3-4. Well, thank you, Doug, for joining us.
Thanks, guys.
Getting through the technical difficulties at the end.
You toughed it out, Doug.
We'll take a short break, and we'll be back with more from Northdale Middle School after this.
city of Coon Rapids is a very pro-business community.
I think that the city's really been investing in themselves, and with the number of businesses that have come to Coon Rapids, again, I think it shows that there's growth and there's opportunity in this area.
Coon Rapids is home to more than 1,000 businesses. Thanks to its location, transportation options, and highly skilled workforce, the city is a prime location for business development.
The business community is very vibrant out here. There's lots of small businesses, and we represent a lot of those small businesses. So it's convenient for them to come to us. It's convenient for us to get to them when we need to.
Coon Rapids is conveniently located along Highway 10, just a short drive north from downtown Minneapolis. A wide variety of transportation options are available here, from major highways to mass transit opportunities, including an extensive bus system and commuter rail. The North Star commuter rail line offers a convenient station near Coon Rapids' busiest shopping area, Riverdale. A variety of housing styles are available here, as well as recreational opportunities everyone will enjoy.
Steinwell Incorporated has been very successful in doing business in the Coon Rapids community. We're close to a highway system, we're close to the Minneapolis airport. The leadership in the city of Coon Rapids has been incredibly supportive of our initiatives.
You want to load your DNA?
Preparing students to be the workforce of the future is a high priority here. Unique programs, both at Coon Rapids High School and Anoka Ramsey Community College, offer specialized training in fields such as biomedical science, allowing students the hands-on learning experiences that will benefit them in the workplace. Customized training programs for businesses are also available at the local college.
We serve businesses by listening to the business need and focusing on what their goal is to achieve a certain goal, whether it's bring new skills up for existing employees, or if they're saying we want some new workers.
We want to make sure that we are producing the best top-notch talent we can for these companies. We want to see businesses be successful here in the city. We want to see more businesses come in. The city has a lot to offer.
The city has shovel-ready sites available for businesses, prime locations close to great transportation options. And the city of Coon Rapids also offers resources and tools to help turn business dreams into reality.
Well, our experience in Coon Rapids has been a positive one. We've done a lot of work up here with a lot of our clients, and we find that our construction projects go very well here in the city.
With hundreds of millions of dollars of investments in recent years, Coon Rapids is a community on the move, a place where business dreams come true, a place that's ready to welcome you home.
I didn't, Meg. I said
you do is your best. You got this, buddy. Okay, yeah. Yeah, but now that Halloween's over, I can help a lot more. Well, yeah, we just need like Tuesday and Thursday this week. We have nobody signed up. Okay, and then Saturday.
Expect to hear from you by Saturday night.
I think upper class and get my game. And there might be 11 people. You know why? So so look online and maybe sign up and then there's breakfast and lunch this week. And I can help. And I will too. We always end up with enough. I know. Yeah. Otherwise, we don't. Yeah. We don't know who's going to do X, you know? Call me in. Okay. Sweet. Okay, we'll talk to you later. Oh, and we're ordering 2 t-shirts. 2 shirts. Okay, tonight. I've been at Rebel Art. Because when I went out there, I already knew why. Yeah, I did tonight, and she got something mom and dad. And then I think we're going to, I don't, and we're going to order one for Nick. Oh, yeah, I think. Oh, no, Martha. Yeah. I mean, I'm willing to go. Yeah, we'll see. I'll find out. If you go on tonight, that'll be too long. All right, I'll see you later. So, you're not really, you're not here. That's what we're saying.
Here are your final results of the diving competition. In fifth place is Kieran Hubler of Coon Rapids with a 102.85. In fourth place is Timothy Rotter of Blaine with 149.35. In third place is Chris Hess of Blaine with 158.10. Second place is Jack Simmer of Coon Rapids with 165.2. And in first place is Logan Stiles of Blaine with 229.10. The score following the diving competition, Blaine 45 and Coon Rapids 33. We'll get underway with our second half of the meet, beginning with the varsity heat of the 100 butterfly.
Welcome back to Northdale Middle School pool. Caught us unawares. I did not notice. I was just looking through the roster, had our headsets off, enjoying ourselves as they had no JV, so right to varsity 100 butterfly, and a win for Tyler Schultz in the middle, his second gold medal of the night, finishing at 58.9.
They'll teach us for sleeping on the job. We just finished with the diving. I got a little bit of a break and caught us napping a little bit.
A little bit or a lot. So another first place finish for the Cardinals, but a 2-3-4 finish for the Bengals as they continue to increase their lead. We'll take a break. Be back with the 100 freestyle after this.
Our next event is the exhibition heat of the 100 freestyle.
I want the customer or the citizen to come in and enjoy what we have to offer. Most people that come into the facility are kind of taken back by it right away. They just think it's a beautiful facility.
We want to provide a fun environment for skaters to learn basic skills.
We love it. All of the skating instructors and coaches here are just great to work with, great with the kids.
Well, I like spins a lot. I really enjoy the first few weeks of classes. We get so many beginners and they come out that first week and they're crawling on the ice and they're not able to stand, and by that second or third week they're all standing, they're all moving, they're getting across the ice, they have great smiles on their face. It's really a fun time to watch those new beginners.
The facility gets used for birthday parties quite often. We've had everything from wedding showers to family Christmases to baby showers and business meetings. When you come in, it really is kind of a welcoming atmosphere, and it provides I think it provides a good opportunity for kids to come in and learn.
It's just a great place to skate.
Most of my family, they never graduated high school or even let alone go to college, so I'm trying to break that barrier. Every day after work, went straight to school, studied hard, and it paid off. I could not have done it alone. I see the future is really bright for me. The high school diploma is just added to the confidence, and now I feel unstoppable.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why did the girl ask the mushroom to dance? Because he was a fun guy. What do you call a pig that knows karate? Pork chop. So how does a tissue dance? Put a little boogie on it.
Planning the right amount of food is hard. The Guestimator makes it easy. Just tell it who's coming and what's for dinner. Then it tells you how much to make. And yes, it even plans for leftovers. Try it at SaveTheFood.com.
Here are the final results of the 100 butterfly. In 5th place is Matthew Sansillicet. In 4th place is Hunter Erickson. 3rd place, Casey Portman. In 2nd place is Darren Cronin. And in 1st place is the varsity heat of the 100 freestyle.
Back at the Northdale Middle School pool, just about ready to get the varsity heat of the 100 freestyle underway. Cardinals send Kevin Strauss, Matt Samuel Silicip, Andrew Trong, and Miles Pluger. For the Bengals, Chase Kicker, Reese Wilson, and Logan Vagel. It's Wilson with the lead.
Not by a lot.
After the first 50. Vagel in 2nd place, and just behind him is Trong in between them in 3rd place.
Yeah, it's still a pretty good race between 1st and 2nd, but looks like Wilson's going to pull this out.
Wilson will take it. Vagel will finish 2nd. Oh, Kicker down here in lane 2. I didn't even notice, and he came up to grab 3rd place. So a 1-2-3 finish for the Blaine Bengals. Trong will have to settle for 4th.
And that's really going to push that lead for the Bengals. They had a 12-point lead going into this event.
And we will take a break. The long distance event, the 500 free, is next on CTN.
Completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma. I have a mentor, and she convinced me to continue my education.
No one receives a diploma alone.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, go get it. You can do it.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
also the long distance event, the 500 free, ready to get underway. Blaine really solidifying their lead with the 1-2-3 finish in the 100 freestyle.
Yeah, you know, knowing coming into this, we knew it was going to be a tough one for the Cardinals. Coach Donaldson said, you know, we'll compete, and they started out really well with a couple of first place finishes. Pretty competitive.
This one, of course, a long time in the water and all about pacing yourself. Blaine Bengals from top to bottom, Brett Copeland, Alex Nielsen, and Max Gudmundsson. For the Cardinals from top to bottom in lane 7, Ethan Warmack, 5, Patrick Schultz, the senior captain, and the transfer or the exchange student, Marcus Carrasco, in lane 3.
Well, you talked about, Joe, pacing yourself, and it's really, this is one that you don't want to spend a lot of energy early because you're going to need it. This is a long swim.
Brett Copeland, a very early lead. All 3 seniors for the Blaine Bengals in this. The Cardinals have 2 seniors, and the freshman Ethan Warmack up at the top of your screen, and having a tough time keeping pace with the other 6 early on.
Yeah, Copeland did
the
get
other
out to that
5, I should say.
Nice lead, and he's continuing it early on, obviously.
Well, I guess I wasn't paying that close attention. I noticed Alex Nielsen not wearing a swimmer's cap.
Yeah.
I don't know if he lost that early on or if he just is swimming without it. At this point in the season, of course, everybody just working on a lot of things and adding weight, not a bad idea.
Nope.
As you look to make it as tough as possible for yourself through the middle of the season so you can shed as much weight as you can right before the biggest meets of the year.
Shedding weight was never one of my strengths.
Nor mine.
Gaining weight, however.
I found what others lost.
I lettered in gaining weight in high school.
I've come on strong the last couple of years.
That's because you're a true superstar, Joe, yet.
Is that what it is?
It is. Copeland's still with that lead.
Leaders right over the midway point on that last turn. And yeah, Copeland pretty comfortable out front.
Well, he had a little bit of a challenge last time back, but he's able to extend that lead.
Nielsen comfortable in second. Patrick Schultz and Marcus Carrasco in third and fourth, and Carrasco being pushed at the bottom by Max Gudmundsson. So 3, 4, 5 could change a lot still here.
Oh yeah, there's a lot
in the remainder of this race.
A lot of swimming left in this race.
Let's see his lane marker. Okay, they do have it.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, Copeland's lead comfortable. He's already lapped Warmack above him.
Yeah, he's actually had a steady pace throughout.
5 lengths remain. Copeland running first. And Nielsen not far behind, 1-2 for Blaine. The real battle down at the bottom of the pool for that fourth spot between Carrasco and Gudmundson. It's really the only race in the pool.
Yeah.
Those two still trying, but unsuccessfully, to catch up to Patrick Schultz. Schultz about one full body length ahead of them and keeping them back there. So that one kind of the entertaining battle side by side. You can see them, they are cutting into Schultz's lead a little bit, and they reach 3 laps to go. 1 lap left for the leader, Brett Copeland.
Yeah, he'll win this one easily.
I don't know, Nielsen's not far back. He's on his heels now. And this race for 3rd through 5th, that could get very interesting in the last 50. I don't think Nielsen's going to have what it takes to catch Copeland, but watch what's happening now. All 3 going to the wall at the same time. Schultz a very slim lead in 3rd, but we're going to have a 3-person push for that 3rd, 4th, and 5th position. Schultz just barely edging out his teammate Carrasco. Looks like Carrasco outstretched him, and he did. Carrasco grabs 3rd, Schultz 4th, and Gudmundson will take 5th. Up top, Warmack still with 1 more length to come, but there you see the final touch. Carrasco toward the bottom, and they have both able to at least pull away from Gudmundson on that final 25 yards. But Brett Copeland, an impressive win. His time, 5 minutes, 31.16 seconds, a 1:25 finish for the Bengals.
And with a strong race for Blaine. They're going to increase their lead here.
And we will take a break. Up next, the 200 free relay. You're watching live boys high school swimming and diving on CTN.
Fast-paced family life in need of a slowdown?
Hello, I'm Dr. Spruce. Did you know all those green shapes on maps are parks and forests? It's true. Visit discovertheforest.org and plan to visit a park or forest near you, instead of just wondering what it would have been like.
While the word forest might make you think of distant lands from far, far away, please note parks and forests are closer than you think, which means things like beautiful scenery, fresh air, and family time are also closer than you think.
Robert Navarretti, Aiden Cleary, and Jason. In lane 5 for Coon Rapids, Kyle Woodward, Jason Zhu, Nick Leonard, and Jordan Aho. In lane 7 for Coon Rapids is Anthony Roller, Evan Barden, and Samuel Reedy. Here are your final results of the 500 freestyle. In 5th place is Max Gudmundson. In 4th place is Patrick Schultz. 3rd place is Marcos Carrasco. In 2nd place is Alex Nielsen. And in 1st place is
Back at Northdale, it is the Cardinals' home meet as they battle their pool mates from Blaine. Up next, the 200 free relay. For the Cardinals in lane 3, Alex Schmidt, Miles Pluger, Kevin Struss, and Ethan Warmack. In lane 5, Matt Struss, Andrew Trong, Patrick Schultz, and Tyler Schultz. In lane 7, Taylon Miller, Brandon Wilson, Nathan Hansen, and Devin Savvy. For the Bengals, lane 2, Logan Stiles, Jack Bushinger, Koa Hun, and Min Doan. Lane 4, Reese Wilson, Chase Kicker, Logan Vagel, and Brett Copeland. And in lane 6, Jack Barr, Hunter Erickson, Max Gudmundson, and Wyatt Brenny.
It's a close race, starting off early.
Coming to the first exchange, a lead in lane 4 as Wilson hands off to Kicker. Good battle just above him. Between Andrew Trong and Hunter Erickson. Erickson a slight edge for 2nd place as they hit their turn. Chase Kicker to the wall with the lead. Logan Vagel will get in. Max Gudmundson running in 2nd. Schultz trying to track him down. This is Patrick Schultz, the senior captain for the Cardinals, currently running in the 3rd spot, trying to hang with Vagel, or trying to hang with Gudmundson. Oh, I'm a full person behind. That's Tyler Schultz running to the end, and Blaine is going to take 1st and 3rd to increase their lead.
Cardinals will get that 2nd place finish.
I missed a whole person as I was listing off who was swimming. But a 1-2 finish for the Bengals, and just barely.
Hey, Logan.
No, Cardinals did get 2nd place.
Yeah, they got
just
2nd.
Barely, 130 by 4/100ths of a second. So we'll take a break. Up next, the 100 backstroke. You're watching Swimming and Diving on CTN.
It appears these hot ashes are about to be dumped, which could possibly start a wildfire. How will Smokey deal with such a hot situation? The garden hose defense. Next, a thorough stir. Then another spray. And finally, feeling if the ashes are cool.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, yes, the selfie. A ritual practiced so frequently with this tribe, but not so much by Smokey Bear.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
place, the Blaine A team of Reese Wilson, Chase Keeper.
Back in Northdale Middle School, a solid lead for the Blaine Bengals as we approach 3 remaining events. Up next, the 100 backstroke. Jack Barr, Chase Kicker, and Hunter Erickson, the swimmers for the Bengals. Kyle Emmons, Alex Schmidt, and Bradley Liminen are the 3 Cardinals in the water.
Currently in the water in lane 2 is Jack Barr, lane 3, Kyle Emmons, lane 4, Chase Keeper, lane 5, Alex Schmidt, lane 6, Hunter Erickson.
Lead in the middle, lane 4 for Chase Kicker as they reach the midway point.
And he's able to increase his lead a little bit.
Kyle Emmons battling for, or Alex Schmidt rather, battling for second place, just above him, and now being overtaken by Hunter Erickson up in lane 6. And Erickson is going to push to the wall, and they're going to have a 1-2 finish. Erickson can't quite make up the difference. Alex Schmidt will finish in 3rd. Barr will grab 4th place for the Bengals. Cardinals will finish 3rd and 5th. We will take a break. 2 events remain. 100 breaststroke is next on CTN.
What to expect when you're expecting a teenager.
Today we're talking about how to wake up your teen, and this works literally every time.
Good kisses. Good kisses. You heard how loud
I heard. It wasn't you.
Yeah.
It was the...
Is that bacon?
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Blaine Bengals have clinched the victory with the 1-2 finish in the 100 backstroke, and we move to the 100 breast. Just 2 events remaining.
Yeah, Bengals have done a nice job here in this meet, controlling it.
Coon Rapids, a couple of nice first place finishes early on in the match, or in the meet, but
lane 2 is Wyatt Brennan, lane
Blaine's been able to take control and continue to stretch that lead. For the Cardinals, it's Serwin White in lane 1, Emery Kiblin in lane 3, Matt Struess is in lane 5, and Brandon Wilson at the top in lane 7. For the Bengals, Wyatt Brenny in 2, Koa Hoon in 4, and Aiden Cleary is up in 6th. Matt Struess has a solid lead.
Yeah, he started out strong, and he's been able to continue on.
Going to the final turn, and he's actually being pushed by Wyatt Brenny all the way down in lane 2. He's going to be his closest competition. Hard to see him that far away, too. And Brenny is going to push.
He is pushing.
Struess has the lead.
I think he's got enough to hang on for it.
Should be able to hold on, but Brenny made it very interesting. Brenny, a second place finish, just over a half second behind Matt Struess. Cleary takes 3rd, Hoon takes 4th, and Kiblin grabs 5th place for the Cardinals. Another first place finish, though, at least, for Coon Rapids. Take a break, be back with more after this on CTN.
$145 over 92.
180 over 111.
I had a heart attack, a cardiac arrest, and then a stroke.
This is what high blood pressure looks like. You might not feel its symptoms, but the results from a heart attack or stroke are far from invisible or silent. Get back on your plan, or talk with your doctor to create an exercise, diet, and medication plan that works for you. Go to loweryourhbp.org.
If I would have followed a treatment plan, I would not be in this situation.
Your son wants to get a cat,
I'll really take care of it.
but you're allergic. Do you A, prepare yourself, B, make the best of it,
C squared equals 25.
Good job.
or C, find a loophole? When it comes to parenting, there are no perfect answers, but that's okay, because you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Teens in foster care will love you just the same.
This is my kingdom come. This is my kingdom come.
Hi, I'm Ryan Nagasu, 2010 Olympian and bronze medal winner of the 2014 U.S. Championships. I knew I loved skating at the age of 5, and now it's become my life passion. Find your skating passion at the Coon Rapids Ice Center. Classes are available all year round. It could be the place where your skating dreams come true. See you on ice.
Here are your final results of the 100 breaststroke. In 5th place is Brandon Wilson. In 4th place.
Back at Northdale Middle School pool. Blaine makes it official before the breaststroke. So the Cardinals score increased.
It's our final event of the night, Joe.
Blaine well out in front, and now we get into the 400 free relay.
Currently in the water, coming in lane 2 for Blaine is Min Doan, Guam Nguyen, Evan Bolter, and
Got a little more time to talk, and maybe I won't get lost as to which swimmer is in the water when each of them is in for 100.
You'll probably be able to keep track a little bit easier.
Maybe. I'm not going to guarantee it. Reese Wilson has the early lead in lane 4 for the Bengals. Alex Schmidt running number 2. And a good race between Max Gudmundsson up in lane 6 and Kyle Emmons down in lane 3 for that 3rd spot early on.
Wilson, Devin Savvy, and Bradley Leibman. In lane 8 for Blaine is Nick Erickson, Sean
Bengals able to get to a good start and get that early lead. And
Wilson will get Cronin into the lead with into the water with a healthy lead. And some pressure on Carrasco to try and track him down. And at the same time, hold off Bushinger from above.
Just going to say that and just make sure you stay at least in that 2nd place opportunity. Getting a good push off the wall obviously is so important.
Nielsen, 3rd man in lane 4, and a good battle 2nd and 3rd right together. A slight lead for Wyatt Brenny as he gets into the lead for Blaine in lane 6.
Easy for you to say.
Matthew Samsilisip with his work cut out trying to track him down.
Yeah, Bengals doing a good job in lane 4 of just continuing to expand that lead. And Cardinals have lost that 2nd place opportunity.
Samsilisip has it slipping away as Wyatt Brenny pulls ahead. Bagel into the water with a big lead in lane 4. Almost an entire length over 2nd place. Up in lane 6, that's Casey Fortman. Miles Pluger in lane 5. And now 1, 2, and 3 pretty much alone. Battle for 4th place up top in lanes 2 and 3 as Navarrete and Warmack got into the water almost together on the last exchange. Coasting home for the win is Vagel in 3:37.09. They will finish 2nd in lane 6 as Fortman tags up in 3:45.78. Cardinals' best time 3:51.36.
Able to capture 3rd. Just a couple of swimmers left.
Well, and a good meet for Blaine, a nice win for the Cardinals, a decent showing, a younger team, a growing team, as Coach Donaldson talked about a little bit as we spoke with him during diving. A team that's full of young athletes and good numbers. So hoping that they can knock off Blaine here in the next couple of years as the Bengals a more established team, but Cardinals on the up and coming.
Yeah, they are on the up and coming, and they've been able to increase their numbers, as you mentioned, and it's something that it's important to Coach Donaldson in this program to get more swimmers involved, and the more swimmers involved, the better chance you have of developing a strong program.
Yeah, it's a very nice young talent, and Blaine, some very nice talent overall. A big win led by a lot of strong performances from their upperclassmen. The final score will be 100 to 81. More basketball coming at you next Tuesday.
Road show. We're taking it on the road.
On the road. Osseo?
Osseo, correct.
Girls.
Yep.
I knew it even before that came up. We're going to do boys hockey next Saturday, an afternoon affair against Armstrong Cooper. And then on Tuesday the 30th, boys basketball, the border battle with the Blaine Bengals. But that's going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, the final score from Northdale, it's Blaine 100, Coon Rapids 81. I want to thank everybody out there for joining us, continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. To the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young, saying good night.